Recommendations. What is in your treasure chest this week?
I'm going to go, we're going to go into the 90s. We're going to go to 1998.
Wow.
I know, I'm getting into the Technicolor realm. We're going to watch the John Dahl film, Rounders.
Rounders with Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, Edward Norton, Gretchen Mol, and John Malkovich in a scene-stealing performance as Teddy KGB, slippery as they come, Russian gambler. Can't trust him at all.
Jeez, man, I've not watched Rounders since VHS.
Yeah, so I'd seen it in years, watched it a couple of weeks ago again, loved it. It's completely forgotten, I feel, apart from the people who love it, obviously, but it feels like it's from that classic late 90s era when these new guys are coming up, like Edward Norton, he was on just...
Makes me feel old to think about how long it's been since that film and how long those guys have been around. Well, they still feel fresh-faced to me.
Incredible. Edward Norton had Primal Fear, then he had American History X that same year.
Yeah.
Next year he was going to do Fight Club, so it's right in that sweet spot. And then Damon, he had Good Will Hunting, Saving Private Ryan, this, and then Talented Mr. Ripley. So they were on the rise, but this is the one that sort of gets forgotten about.
Yep.
It's a great film. It's about poker players, the poker scene. So Matt Damon's playing a second-year law student. He's dating young Gretchen. She wants him off the tables, but then Edward Norton gets out of jail. He's sort of the no-hoper friend, and he gets him back into the scene. Edward Norton probably steals the show.
Yeah.
He's just like that.
He's the better actor of the two.
He is, yeah. He's definitely got the range. And you see why they thought he was going to be the next great sort of white hope of Hollywood.
Too bad he got in his own way.
Indeed, he kind of became this character. But yeah, so I highly recommend it. Incredibly entertaining, thrilling, nerve-inducing poker scenes, fantastic performances, great narration by young Matthew.
I'm going to have to revisit it.
Check it out. Written by Brian Koppelman, who I believe is responsible for Billions.
Yeah, it feels weird because the one for that film, when I think of Rounders, I automatically think of Snake Eyes, the Brian De Palma film. I think they both came out around the same time.
They did.
Both gambling orientated, both fell off the radar.
They did, yeah. Yeah, Snake Eyes. That was 98, 99.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so my recommendation, I can't talk about Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome because I've already done that on this episode, but something that's connected by a degree or two. It's a film from 1987 called Riddle of the Stinson. Have you heard of this one?
I have not.
This is a lost movie. So that's not to say you can't find it because it's available entirely on YouTube. And I'll explain that in a minute. But it was produced by George Miller, directed by Chris Noonan, who was the guy that made Babe and Miss Potter.
Babe?
Yes.
Oh, what a film. Sorry.
Now, it tells the story, which was produced by Kennedy Miller. Like these are all connected, mate.
These are titans.
Yeah, so it tells the true story of an aeroplane that crashed in the Lamington Mountains in Queensland in 1937, and a search party that's called off, except for one lone farmer, who's played by Jack Thompson. He refuses to give up, and he treks into the dense mountains outside of the search zone to look for these guys.
Wow.
This is a really special film, and it is a forgotten film, and it's a lost film because the original print of this was destroyed in a flood at the Kennedy Miller warehouse.
Wow.
So there is no way they can remaster it. I don't even think the Film and Sound Archives have a copy. If they do, it's just the one that's on YouTube.
Wow.
Which is sort of a VHS copy from the television presentation.
Yeah.
But it's worth looking for. It's got Richard Roxburgh, Mark Lee, Norman Kay, and Dennis Miller. Aussie Dennis Miller, not American Dennis Miller. Who was a big deal back in the 80s.
He was, yeah.
So yeah, look, go and find it. It's just a special film. The atmosphere is just beautiful.
Yeah.
This one's very green and lush and mountainous, and for enthusiasts like myself, Bernard O'Reilly, who's the guy Jack Thompson played, he wrote a book about it called Green Mountains, which is fantastic. And there's a 9-kilometre walk from the O'Reilly estate in Queensland where you can actually trek to the crash site.
Wow.
And there's a plaque, and the O'Reilly family still owns the estate. And if you're a real movie geek like I am, in 2014, Brian Trenchard-Smith directed a film called Drive Hard with John Cusack and Thomas Jane, and that was shot at O'Reilly's.
Wow, there you go.
So we're connected here.
Where are all those links, mate?
Boom! That's a tidbit for weirdos like me.
That film actually doesn't sound half bad.
It's great.
It's
great.
Yeah.
It's historical, it's dramatic, it's adventurous. Riddle of the Stinson.
Lush terrain.
So, yeah.